Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Sociology 24, where we get to explore the fascinating world of sociology. My name is Odi Agbaka Godwin, and today we'll discuss an important topic, right, which is sociology of knowledge, under the course title Sociology of Knowledge and Tech. Now, have you ever wondered why people in different societies, why they believe different things, why some ideas are accepted and others are ignored or even rejected? Right. Now, and then on how knowledge itself changes over time. That is exactly what sociology of knowledge is all about, and we're going to discuss about it comprehensively. So I hope y'all are ready. For us to have a better understanding of what sociology of knowledge is all about, it is imperative we define key terms, right? And the first term for us to discuss about or define is sociology of knowledge itself. Now, if you're asked what is sociology of knowledge, it is not far-fetched. Sociology of knowledge is the study of the relationship between knowledge and the society and knowledge. There's a kind of a symbiotic relationship. Now, it examines how knowledge is created, how knowledge is shared, how knowledge is also accepted and even rejected based on social, based on cultural, and even historical factors, right? And then there are some key ideas we are to actually dissect if we're talking about sociology of knowledge. Now, one thing to take note of is knowledge itself is influenced by society. Now, the way we think, the way we reason, and what we believe in are shaped by the society we live in. Now, in yesteryears, or many years ago, in ancient times, especially in Africa, now, many societies, they believe that diseases were caused by evil spirit, and they tend to demonize practically everything, right? And then let's take, for instance, I like giving classic examples. Now, the swelling of the leg, which is known as peripheral edema, it's actually caused by the lymphatic system around the kidney. We tend to believe, especially in Nigeria here, that that kind of a disease is actually caused by evil spirits. And even when a child is down with convulsion too, they tend to believe that it is caused by evil spirits, demons, right? And it is not far-fetched. As a result of the advent of science, as a result of technology, that particular ideology has changed over time. People have actually started seeing beyond their myopic mindset, right? Science has actually dispelled some of those superstitious beliefs. We can't talk about sociology of knowledge or knowledge itself without discussing about who controls knowledge. And who controls knowledge actually matters. It is important. So powerful institutions such as the government, the mass media, the television, the radio, the internet, and etc., and even religious organizations, the churches, the mosques, and different organizations, they influence what knowledge is accepted and which is rejected, right? So in some countries, government control what is taught in schools or what news people have access to, while in contrast, in some other nations or society, people have access to multiple sources of information at their disposal because that kind of a society is open, it is independent, it is liberal, it is a democratic society. A good example to give right here is in the case of North Korea under the government of Kim Jong-un. Now, what is being allowed, what the government allows, or the kind of propaganda in which the government feeds to its citizenry is controlled in terms of the news it disseminates to the media itself and even tourists. The kinds of places in which tourists they go to, it's quite limited. There's no freedom of expression. It's a totalitarian government. Sociology of knowledge is also concerned with how knowledge is transmitted. Now, knowledge is stored now and shared in different ways, such as through books, through traditions, through schools, the internet, we have the phones with us, and the media. Excuse me, we're in the 21st century. So, example, right, is in the African society. Now, history and knowledge itself have traditionally been passed through the oral means or storytelling or folklores and etc. When parents, they'll gather, or the elderly, they'll gather children at night and tell them stories about history and etc. Now, today, the same knowledge is also shared, but through a different medium, through a different means, right? Via books, via documentaries, via social medias. So through those particular medias, knowledge has been transmitted as against the oral means. But what central thing are they going to achieve? It's telling stories, retelling history. Another key idea in explaining sociology of knowledge or knowledge itself is what people believe in actually affects their behavior, it affects their action and inaction, and society as a whole in general. So if a society, for instance, believes in gender equality, there should be equal opportunities for both genders, that is male and female. Now, it will encourage women education, it will encourage their participation in leadership too. Now, there's a popular saying that goes thus, that if you educate a girl child, you're actually profiting the nation, invariably. Now, however, in societies that still believe in male dominance or patriarchal society, now women may have fewer opportunities, sadly. In discussing about sociology of knowledge and knowledge itself, we need to talk about old versus new knowledge. Now, new knowledge, right, often challenges existing beliefs, existing customs, existing ideas. Now, some societies, they accept new ideas, while others, they reject it, right? It's totally abandoned. They are quite redundant. Now, a perfect example to give you is the debate over climate change, right? While some scientists or social thinkers, they've proven that human activities contribute to global warming, such as deforestation and etc., and even the release of fumes of smoke into the ozone layers and the activities of industries. Now, some industries and political groups, right, they resist accepting this knowledge because it affects their interest. It affects their profit-making scheme too. Knowledge also changes over time. That is, what people believe to be true today may not be true tomorrow because knowledge keeps evolving, knowledge keeps changing. So in the past, many years back, many decades ago, people actually believed that the world was flat, the earth itself was flat. But as a result of science, as a result of different exploration and its advancement, it has actually become clearer that the earth itself is round. It isn't flat. So there is a gradual shift, there is a gradual change. So in conclusion, sociology of knowledge helps us to understand why society have different beliefs and how knowledge changes over time, how it is modified and how it is stored, how it is shared. It shows us clearly that knowledge is not just about fact. It is shared by or shaped by history, by politics, by culture, and even power. So this is where we draw the curtain on this episode. So if you found this video quite interesting, please endeavor to like, to share, and subscribe to Everything Sociology 24 for more insight on sociology. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.